SLTV Mboro, chaîne de haute facture.
Dear students, good afternoon. My name is Sering Falunjai, as General Secretary of this club. I stand from top of you to thank you on behalf of this club for having responded to our invitation. Therefore, I take this opportunity to thank Mahor Abdullah for having taken charge of this room so well equipped in his rise, and for Mr. Lamin Jahate and Mrs. Sar for his help in this present of this day, as well as the principal is the vice headmaster of Mboro High School, without forgetting the principal of Junior School 1. For provided his classroom, it means to junior high school students who were supervised, as well as Mustafa English teacher and all these colleagues from the prefectural body, without forget our guests who come from Chess, Chihuahua and Daru, and all the students who are present of this closing day. Without forgetting the member of this club for their assiduity and their rigor and the simple ground of this club. To conclude, I would like to say a big thank you for Mr. Njaganjai, whose name I don't know because he takes us everything. Teacher, supervised, advice, friend, financial contribution, etc. But now that the club saying thank you, we really appreciate it for Mr. Njaganjai. Applaudisse for Mr. Njaganjai. From the heart of objective of your position is the stake, is thank you would like effort to be established in the mind of our guests, and his has you to applaud this and thank you, Mr. Place, and I please accompany the rest of this program. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I would like first to thank and greet the representative of the mayor, Mr. Lamin Jahate, Mr. Njaganjai, who is also an English teacher, Mr. Matar Faye, English teacher, all of the guests who are here, dear students. Okay, we are very happy and very delighted to be here with you this afternoon for the closing day of the English club activities. So I would like to tell you that the headmaster wanted to come, but unfortunately, okay, he told Mr. Matar Faye that he couldn't, unfortunately. So silence, please. Okay, so I transmit you the greetings of the headmaster and all the administration of the high school. We thank you all for this wonderful day. We've just attended the final of the general knowledge between second LC and and première S1. So that was a wonderful game. We all encourage you to learn and practice English, because you know English is a very important language. That is almost the most spoken language in the world. Wherever you go, if you speak English, if you are able to speak English, you won't have any problems. So I encourage all the students to work hard in all subjects, of course, but moreover in English. Whether you are in S or in L, English will be useful for you. Even after the baccalaureate, whether you are in L or in S, English will be useful for you. So, and the English club is for all of you an opportunity to practice your English, to express yourselves. So that's a good place to be. thank you very much. I also thank the president of the English Club and all the other members. Okay? We all thank you, and we are very proud to be with you, and we pray that we finish the year peacefully and successfully for all of you, and we'll see next year, God willing. Thank you very much.
This closing day of your English club, and we all wish you, a successful ending.
I'll take it for you. You can do this.
Okay, and we all wish you a successful ending. So as Mr. Top said a while ago, English is very useful, and English is one of the best languages of the world. So if you have a good level, at English, so you have the K, to go further, in order, to be a very important personality. So I wish you all a very successful moment here. And as Mr. Top said a while ago, so the headmaster, so he would like, to be among us, but unfortunately, so he is sick. That's why, he can't be, among us today. And he told me, to just congratulate you for organizing such an important days. And maybe next year, he will be here among us and support you a lot, because he had, lots of things to do. That's why, we cannot be here today. So thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Assalamu alaikum. Bonsoir tout le monde. Moi, je serai obligé de prononcer mon discours en français à défaut de le faire en wolof, parce que je fais partie de ces gens qui n'ont pas pratiqué cette langue depuis 1996, et ça fait maintenant un bon moment. Permettez-moi tout d'abord de féliciter et d'encourager les membres du club anglais qui m'ont fait l'honneur de m'inviter à cette cérémonie. Permettez-moi aussi de remercier et d'encourager les professeurs, vos professeurs encadreurs. Je suis venu aussi aujourd'hui pour rencontrer mon frère Ndiaga, avec qui je partage beaucoup de choses. Déjà, la première, c'est la passion de la ville de Mboro. J'ai trouvé aussi une sœur, à l'occurrence Mamdiara, à qui j'ai partagé avec sa maman aujourd'hui pour lui dire que je l'avais aperçu hier. Bon, bonsoir les élèves. Bon, je suis venu aussi représenter quelque part le maire qui m'a instruit depuis ce matin d'être présent à cette cérémonie. C'est juste pour partager avec vous cette passion de la langue anglaise qui est une de vos matières, mais également une langue que je sais qui vous passionne beaucoup, mais aussi une langue d'opportunité, parce que comme vous le savez, nous sommes dans un monde où l'anglais a pris beaucoup de dimensions, et cette passion, comme vient de le lire un de vos professeurs, c'est une langue qui peut vous servir lors de vos examens et concours, mais aussi une langue qui peut vous servir lors de votre parcours, que ce soit professionnel ou social. Vraiment, je suis venu partager cette passion et remercier tous les membres du club anglais et leur dire que vous aurez toujours notre encouragement et notre accompagnement dans vos manifestations. Merci beaucoup à vous tous et bonne chance pour tous les examens. Merci.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mr. Jakate, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. And good afternoon, dear students. And also to our special guests from Darukudos chairs, maybe. So I won't be long. I wasn't even supposed to take the floor because I'm not a guest, because I'm part of the English club, and you know it. 20 years ago, I was the chairperson of the AC. 20 years ago, most of you were not born. So I'm deeply moved to be here once more and to be under obligation, to share my feelings, but also to recognize the great work you've been doing for so many years. And I know because I was a witness. I left the high school 20 years ago as a student, but 20 years ago still now, and you can witness it, the teachers here can witness it, I'm always part of the English club activities. And this year, today, I'm very honored to be part of your special guest. I I won't be long anyway because the panel is coming anytime soon and I will have a few words to share with you. But I just would like to ask the audience to take a pause, to recognize and give a wonderful applause to the Queen and the King and to all of the members of the AC for the great work. I mean, this is well deserved because from day one, I had a visit. I mean, members of the AC came to see me at home. We talked, and everything we put on the paper, guys have been doing all their best to make it real. And this closing day was part of those things we said we have to do together. So I congratulate you and I thank you for keeping your words and making this possible. So dear Queen, dear King, and all the members, give yourself please one more time a nice and wonderful applause. Make some noise. What you're doing is very important because everybody knows it. English is a global language. English unlocks potentials. English is the language of aviation, is the language of information technology, is the language of tourism, is the language of science. Whatever that goes global needs to go with English. And you know this. For those among you who don't know this yet, I just give you one more time a piece of advice. If you don't toil and moil to practice your English on each other in English club activities or even outdoors activities, whatever you do in class or outside, I tell you something, you may regret it one day. You can't afford to pay millions to learn English within 10 years or even more. Now you have the possibility to learn it for free. So do it, because if you don't do this, when you want to enter the job marketplace in 4 years, 5 years time, I don't know, you'll see and you'll realize how important English is at a global level. So please, while you can, learn it, make some efforts, use the language. Don't even care those among you or those around you will say you are just boasting, you're just bragging on. It doesn't matter, because the only way you can brag on or you can exercise yourself with the language is to practice it. So English is a very special language. If you speak it, you may seem to be boasting, to be bragging on, but it's not that. The language is a little bit particular from the other languages. But please, please, don't be shy. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't care about those around you being very negative to push you back. Use the language for free wherever you can, please. That's what I wanted to say. And thank you and have a good day.
We are guys from Chess, and so let me introduce myself. The name is Mam. I'm a student at Chess, particularly in Ahmadou Ndack High School. And today it's a big honor for me to be here because it's the first time that I came here at Mboro in order to meet your English lab. And also that was a great pleasure for us to be here in order to be part of your guests, I can say. So I just have a little thing to share with you, which is that as your teachers and I can say the GG said, which is the importance of English. You have to promote this language because it becomes nowadays an international language which is used around the world. And you students, you need it because in the future, you can use this language in your professional academic, or I can say if it was your mother language, you will focus on it. Therefore, I just want to also invite you in order to sensitize others around your school in order to come and join you in your English lab. because it is a little thing that they can take as a little thing, I can say as a small thing, but you have the English, which is the key that can open many doors for you in order to success in your life. Therefore, I just want to also say to you, I just want to encourage you in order to move to this language, because it has so important and it has a big importance that you can know only when you go away or when you go outside. And maybe students outside can say to you that it has no importance, or you only lose your time when you go there on the English lab because you sing there, you dance there or something like that. But you don't have to pay attention to them. You have only to do what you have to do, because we are the future of the world, we are the future of tomorrow. Therefore, we have to do something. By the way, we have to do something very important for our society. And in order to do something important for our society, we need to learn English. So thank you very much. That was all. Thank you.
So in the name of Allah, the Almighty, the King of Kings, the creator of all creatures, the most powerful, I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here in front of you, this very charming audience, speaking the wonderful language, I can say English. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, dear teachers, I wish each and every one of you the most respectful way. I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, the name is Muslimal, and I come from the Sanya school, also known as Anexmake's Kingdom, worldly wisdom, fighting for freedom, learning how for flexibility in order not to be at the bottom, and I work proud to be so. So guys, today we are so glad to be here, sharing these wonderful moments with you. I mean your closing day. Just I joined my sisters that once she said, just believe in yourself. The first thing is to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't believe in somebody else. No, you have to believe in yourself and to work hard. If you want something in life, you have to work hard, to toil more and to struggle. If you say that I want to speak English, that's so easy to say that I want to speak English, but you need to work hard to come to join the English club, to do some exercise and to do efforts. So now I want to finish by saying you that we are organized, as you organize our closing day is the next Saturday, inshallah. So for, how would I say, for someone who's gonna understand English, I'm going to translate in French. Je disais tout à l'heure bonsoir tout le monde. Ce fut un plaisir d'être là et de partager ces merveilleux moments avec vous. Le nom c'est Muslimatou et je viens du lycée Jules Sagnan. En fait, c'est une très belle honneur d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. Comme l'a dit ma sœur là, c'est la première fois pour nous d'être ici au lycée de Mboro. Et on a vraiment aimé vous remercier pour cet honneur que vous nous avez fait. Et voilà, notre closing day à nous aussi, c'est le samedi 8, Inch'Allah, au centre culturel régional de Thiès. Et nous comptons aussi sur votre présence. Et merci beaucoup.
On va commencer. Thank you.
Guests, dear teachers, and our guests we have from Daru, from Chess as well. I am very happy to be here among you, and my name is Gonjala. I study here at the Ltics High School, so I'm an alum. I can relate with you all, and I am very glad to be here today as your panelist guest, as a friend, and as somebody who appreciates and values a lot the English language. So again, hello everyone, and I'm very glad to be here today.
Okay, so thanks to our best partners, Mr. Jai and also Mrs. Sar. So the first question is, what can you tell us about the importance of English in your personal and professional life? So for the audience, the question that we first answer is, what is the importance of English in their personal lives and also their professional lives?
All right, thank you so much for that question. And I do believe it is an essential, very pivotal, and important question to ask, since we are here today celebrating the importance of English during the closing day of the English Club here. So personally, English had a major place both in my professional as well as personal life. Professionally, it allowed me to access many opportunities, travel into so many countries, exchange culture, share about my country, learn about their countries. So when you take the professional aspect of it, I think that it is very important in the matter of fact that firstly, you have access to many materials as in academic papers, as in articles, main communications, because nowadays most of the communicating materials and anything that is going global is done majorly in English. So professionally it has a big place. Personally, it allowed me to share my culture, to connect with people that are not from Senegal, to connect with people that do not speak English, that do not speak French or Wolof. So I think personally, it is as well as important as professionally. So I can say that.
So my answer is, so I'm just going to have to give you some figures about the English language. So we have the world population is estimated at over 8.9 billion people around the world. And we have native speakers and non-native speakers. We have around 400 million native speakers of English. And the number of non-native speakers has outnumbered the number of native speakers by 3 to 1. So if you have, let's say, 400 million of native speakers of each language, we have 1.2 billion non-native speakers. So we have more people who are not English, who are not Americans, speaking the language than the number of English native speakers or British native speakers. So what is the information behind this? English is the most spread language and the most spoken language. I mean, wherever you go, people will speak English. So what does it mean? There's a concept we call it in linguistics, lingua franca. A lingua franca is the medium by which people from different cultural backgrounds and different countries use exchange to interact among themselves. So that's the same role that the world language plays in Senegal. In Senegal, if you are able to express yourself in Wolof, you don't have any linguistic barriers, because wherever you go in the country, people will express themselves in Wolof. That's the same role that the English language is playing at international level. So wherever you go in the 5 countries, people will say whatever, I mean, will use the language and express themselves. As I told you a short while ago, if you're ready to enter the job marketplace and you don't have English as a tool, I mean, if you don't have English in your toolbox, it may be very complicated for you to find a job. We have just a very near example here at GCO. If you want to go and find a job easily at this company, you were usually subjected to an English language interview. And if your English is not that perfect, your chances to get a job becomes lower. So I just have an example of one of my friends. One day, he called me and he told me, Mr. Njai, I missed a job opportunity because of my poor English. I say, how come? And he explained me. He was called by the company to make an interview on the telephone. And when they started asking him about his knowledge of the English language, and he was not able to produce a perfect English. And when the lady on the phone told him, your English is not good, and he told the lady that you called me a race. It doesn't make any sense. If you are able to express yourself in a language, no one at the time, the place you are supposed to give to express yourself in a language, you should be able to answer the questions. For example, you are Wolof, maybe you have Wolof as a mother tongue. If I wake you up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and ask you questions about Wolof, you won't have any trouble to give me answers because you understand it, because you can express yourself in the language. So if you're not able to do it with the English language, it's just a matter of mastery. So the problem is, while you can learn it, because it's global, and the speed of the English language going more global has no limit. So just a piece of advice again for you, dear students, to know how important the language is. When you know it, you unlock doors. Thank you.
SLTV Mboro, chaîne de haute facture.